Today we're making the ultimate chicken and mushroom dinner, but with a French twist. Chicken fricassee. This is the kind of comfort food that feels luxurious yet comes together in under an hour. Perfect for an ordinary Tuesday dinner or a special date night to treat your beau. Tender chicken breast coated in a creamy mushroom sauce, all made in one pan. It is simple, it is cozy, and it's going to be your new favorite. Let's get started. We'll start by patting dry 2 pounds of chicken breast with paper towel. This dish is traditionally made with chicken breasts because their mild flavors pair beautifully with the creamy sauce. That said, if you're more of a chicken thigh fan, you can use that as well. We'll then season them with 1 teaspoon of kosher salt and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Next, we'll grab a large skillet and heat 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter over medium heat. We're using this combination to add richness to the chicken and later to the sauce, but also because the olive oil prevents the butter from burning. Once the skillet is nice and hot, we'll add the chicken breasts and sear them for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. As you sear the chicken, resist the urge to move it around. Let the skillet and heat work their magic. Once it's browned, you'll see it will release itself and it will be easy to flip. And remember, at this stage, we're just searing the chicken to get that beautiful golden color, not cooking it all the way through. We'll remove the chicken onto a plate and cover it with aluminum foil to keep it warm. Next, into the now empty skillet, we'll add a chopped onion, a pound of sliced baby bella mushrooms, and a 1/4 cup of dry white wine. For the wine, a dry white like Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, or Chardonnay works beautifully. It adds a subtle acidity and depth of flavor that complements the creamy mushroom sauce we're building. Just be sure to choose a wine you enjoy drinking, as its flavors will really shine through in this dish. We'll cook that for about 10 to 12 minutes, stirring frequently. You'll notice the mushrooms releasing their juices at first, and then they'll begin to brown beautifully as the liquid evaporates. Now, we don't want all the liquid to evaporate, as we need it to make the sauce. Next, we'll add in 2 cloves of minced garlic and a tablespoon of all-purpose flour to thicken the sauce. If you're following a gluten-free diet, feel free to substitute with your favorite gluten-free flour. It should work just as well. Next, we'll pour in 1.5 cups of chicken stock, half a teaspoon kosher salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, and stir, scraping up all those flavorful brown bits from the bottom of the skillet. We'll bring that to a boil and then gently add the chicken, along with any juices that collected on the plate, back into the skillet. We'll cover the skillet with the lid slightly ajar and let it simmer until the chicken is cooked. It should be ready when a meat thermometer inserted in the thickest part of the chicken breast reads 165 Fahrenheit degrees. Once the chicken is cooked, we'll remove it onto a plate and cover it with foil to keep it warm. At this point, we're almost done. We just need to make the sauce. In a small bowl, we'll combine 1/3 cup of room temperature sour cream with an egg yolk and whisk that until smooth. Next, we'll spoon about 1/2 cup of the liquid from the skillet into the sour cream and egg mixture, whisking well to warm it up. The combination of sour cream and egg yolk is what gives the sauce its luxurious, silky texture. The egg yolk helps thicken the sauce without making it heavy, while the sour cream adds a tangy richness that ties all the flavors together. We'll pour that back into the skillet and stir the sauce until it is thoroughly combined and slightly thickened, again stirring constantly. This should take no more than 1 to 2 minutes. Our goal here is to get a super smooth, evenly thickened sauce. Finally, we'll stir in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and about 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg for that extra pop of flavor. At this point, it's also a great idea to give the sauce a quick taste and adjust the seasoning to your liking. Traditionally, French chicken fricassee is finished with fresh tarragon. It's a classic in French cooking, often called the king of herbs in France. Its unique anise-like flavor adds a subtle complexity to the dish, which is why it's traditionally used in fricassee. But here in Atlanta, where I live, fresh tarragon can be hard to find. So I'll finish it off with a handful of fresh parsley. If you can get your hands on tarragon though, I'd recommend using that. It's a classic choice that pairs beautifully with this dish. Now let's talk about serving. This dish pairs beautifully with just about any size, whether it is a vegetable or a grain. Personally, I like to serve with both for a complete and healthy dinner. If that sounds good to you, we'll start by slicing a chicken breast and placing it alongside some of my vermicelli rice and roasted broccoli. Then we'll finish it off with a generous drizzle of the creamy mushroom sauce and a sprinkle of chopped parsley or tarragon if you were lucky to get your hands on it. Before I let you go, a couple of helpful notes. 1. Prep everything before you start. As you saw, this is a dish that comes together rather quickly. I personally find that the cooking process is much easier if I have all the ingredients ready before I start. Still, if multitasking is your thing, that will work too. 2. Wine pairing. This dish pairs wonderfully with a crisp Pinot Grigio or a Sauvignon Blanc, which complements the creamy mushroom sauce beautifully. If you prefer red wine, a light-bodied Pinot Noir works just as well. 3. Storing of leftovers and reheating. Chicken fricassee tastes even better the next day as the flavors deepen. Store any leftovers in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 3 days. To reheat, warm it gently on the stovetop over low heat, stirring occasionally to maintain that creamy texture. And if needed, you can add a splash of chicken stock or water if the sauce thickens too much. 4. Side dishes. If vermicelli rice and roasted broccoli aren't your thing, serve it with mashed potatoes, buttery noodles, or even crusty bread to soak up all that delicious sauce. I have plenty of side dish recipes on my website for you to choose from. And there you have it, friends. An easy yet elevated chicken and mushroom dinner with the volume turned up. As always, the full recipe is on the blog and you'll find all the links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. This is because there might Can you see me? Flavorful brown bits.
Can you see me? Hello?
Let's merge the other one. No.